It's been more than 100 years since the First World War, one of the most significant battles in the modern history. It affected the whole world in a lot of ways, irrespective of the participation of a country or not. There were so many advancements in different fields in those 4 years, which laid the foundation to most of the things we have today. Hey there, you all, and welcome to a new episode of Science with Zeros podcast. It's your host Arjaman Sharma, and I hope you're having an amazing time staying at home. Today, we are going to talk about the Great War, aka the World War One, and how it reshaped the modern history throughout the world. But before that, make sure to hit that follow or subscribe button if you haven't already. And now that you might have done that, grab your snacks and drinks, and let's get started. On the 11th of November 1918, when the guns went silent and the war ended, the world started seeing the consequences it had across the globe. The First World War changed the world in ways nobody could have ever imagined. From aviation to medicine, from artillery to finance, everything witnessed a significant change. Starting with the backbone of the modern world, technology. It saw rapid development from various allies. It transformed the way people traveled and communicated all around the world. Airplanes were merely a decade old, and they saw a massive improvement. To put this into perspective, the first flight took off only 11 years ago. And before the war, the planes were quite fragile, made of wood and cloth. But when the war started, engineers started working on making them more reliable, faster, stronger, and useful enough to be used in battles. Planes were being used to keep an eye over the enemy, and the bombs were being dropped by the air for the first time. It also led to the rapid growth of assembly line production, which in turn led to faster production. To put this into perspective, France only had 140 aircraft when the war began, but by the end of it, it had used around whopping 4,500 of them, and that too with new technologies. One of the biggest boon to the aviation sector was the air traffic control. Before the war, the planes were totally disconnected from the ground once they were airborne. The US Army first developed this model of sending and receiving radio signals and messages from the ground to airplanes. And the drones that we use today were first originated in the First World War. Yes, the first pilotless drone was developed for the US Navy in 1916 and 1917 by two inventors, namely Elmer Perry and Peter Hewitt. Even in the waters, new technologies were developed to detect German submarines and protect the British Navy, which was the biggest navy at that time. Aircraft carriers were being used for the first time. Though the first time an airplane took off from a moving ship was in May 1912 from the deck of HMR Hibernia, the first landing on a moving ship was on 2nd August 1917 during the war. And on land, poisonous gases were being used extensively, and for that, gas masks were created to protect the soldiers. And flamethrowers were being used as they could neutralize the enemy soldiers in confined places such as bunkers without inflicting structural damage. It was that time when an exclusive technology called sound ranging was developed, which enabled soldiers to detect the location of enemies from the sound of the gunfire. And that turned out to be extremely important at that time. Not only this, but tanks were also used for the first time, which could drive across the muddy war zone and battlefields and can fire heavy and lethal weapons. Britain used tanks for the first time on the 15th of September 1916 and produced more than 2,000 tanks throughout the war. And not only weaponry saw advancements, new methods of photography, sound recording, and ways to communicate were developed during the war, which had a long-lasting impact. It's not only science and technology that witnessed significant improvements, but also the medical science developed a lot. It was the first time during the war when blood was donated, thanks to the US Army doctor Captain Oswald Robertson, who realized that the blood needs to be stockpiled, so it was there ready when the casualties arrived. He set up the first blood bank on the Western Front in 1917, using sodium citrate to stop the blood from clotting and becoming unusable for up to 26 days. A special rod called the Thomas splint was developed in 1916, which was used on soldiers who had broken their leg. At the start of the war, 4 in every 5 soldiers with a broken femur died. By 1916, 4 out of 5 survived. Although this Thomas splint reduced the mortality rate of the soldiers significantly, the injuries also led to the loss of limbs. Around 41,000 British servicemen lost at least one limb during amputations after being wounded in the war, and this led to the development of artificial limbs, which proved to be a miracle for people with physical disabilities. One important equipment in the medical diagnostics is the X-ray, but back then they required very large machinery, which was quite bulky and delicate. Then Marie Curie, a French physicist, started working on creating mobile X-ray for the French military immediately after the outbreak of the war, and by October 1914 she had installed mobile X-ray machines on several small trucks and cars which had small surgical stations at the front. And this proved to be a groundbreaking development in the history of medical treatments. In all, the war led to a significant development in all areas of medicine and medical technology. The treatment a soldier used to get when he got wounded in the war was quite different from what was experienced by the soldiers even in the previous century. One more thing which was massively disrupted by the war was the world economy. Wars are expensive, and World War I was no exception. It is estimated that only one day's worth of bullets costed 3.8 million euros in September 1918. Before the war, Britain was in fact the world's economic superpower, with significant levels of wealth and resources, thanks to India and other countries, of course. But the war took its toll, and the effect of how much it cost was felt for many years to come. It left much of Europe in severe economic hardship. Germany faced some serious consequences after the war for an extended period of time and had to pay an enormous bill of 6,600 million euros for the damage caused, as well as to provide other compensations. While on the other hand, the United States emerged as a global economic leader despite having a 19% unemployment rate during the economic turndown in 1920 and 21. One very uncommon change that I would like to mention that the war brought was the role of women in society. Up until the war, women were usually supposed to stay at home. Politics, war, and other social issues were things for men to deal with. But this all changed soon after the war. During the war, it was women who took over the jobs of men when they went to war to keep everything function smoothly back in the country. A large number of women were recruited in the munitions factories for making weapons as the demand increased. In fact, munitions factories were the largest single employer of women in 1918. And not only these, but women were also working in other heavy industries, in farms, and even truck drivers for transportations. Though apart from this, many women came in front line and served as nurses even in the camps near the battlefields. And historically, some women won the right to vote for the first time. There was also a change in the outfits of women. Shorter skirts and hairs and trousers that allow freer movements were first developed by the women back then. The contribution made during the war by women was seen as an essential reason for laws changing and progress being made in terms of better equality and opportunities for them. Lastly, talking about politics, there were many reformations in this area as well. Firstly, there was the end of monarchies in Europe. The Russian emperor, along with his family, was killed by his own countrymen. The German emperor was exiled, and the emperor of Austria-Hungary just ran away. And later on, the dictators took their places. And there was a rise of communism by the end of 1921 in Russia, which was led by Vladimir Lenin. So wrapping up, the First World War was an important event in the modern history and really contributed in shaping the future. I hope you would have got a lot of information about it and how it changed the world we see today. And on this note, I would like to end this episode and take your leave. Feel free to have a chat with me on Instagram at Science with Cyrus. I'm Arvind Sharma and you were listening me on Science with Cyrus. Make sure you follow or subscribe to this podcast and we'll meet in the next one. Till then, keep learning and exploring and stay safe. Thank you and goodbye.